Okay, so boys, first of all, I want to just say, good job tonight. I think we did a good job maintaining possession. One thing that I really want to emphasize here about our game is so first we talked last time about playing in the 4-5-1, right, to start, which essentially means we've got the four in the back, which are the two center mids and the two wing backs. And then we've got five midfielders essentially, right? So from the six, 8, and 10 in the middle here, and then the 7 and the 11 on the outsides, and then the 9. What that means is when we're going forward, we are pushed up here, and essentially we become probably you have one defender going, dropping, so you're essentially in like a 3-4-3 sort of thing. Even you could consider, you're like in a 3-3-4 almost, something like that. But in any case, you've got seven guys up in attack. The big thing to focus on, though, in this is the transition game, transitioning from attack back to defending. A key part of our game and part of the reason that we're doing the off-season conditioning and working on those tempo runs and stuff is that we have got to we really want to be a high pressure defensive team, which means that we are all sprinting to get the ball back as quickly as possible. So we're a possession team where we hold the ball as long as we can. That keeps the ball out of the other team. Tonight, I think we did pretty well. I think we probably had 65%, 70% possession. But we got beat a lot on transition because when we turned the ball over, we didn't get it back fast enough. So if you think about what happened tonight, you have, in defense, they were in a 4-3-3 today. So let's say that this guy tries to on the left wing so I think Jackson was in the left wing today. If he passes the ball and tries to get it in through for I think Chris Melgo was in the beginning to get the ball, and it gets intercepted here, right? Now, yes, Chris needs to hustle back. Chris needs to hustle back to try to get to this ball. But what was happening tonight is Chris would work to try to get the ball back, but everybody else would immediately start to drop. These guys all start to drop. What does that do? That creates a big space in here. So now this guy's getting the ball here next, right? And then Chris is running like a maniac to get here, and the ball can come back here. Then they're switching field, and they're coming all the way up. So what has to happen is you cannot just have, yes, we talk about the striker pressuring and running and wreaking havoc on the defense when they get the ball there, but he cannot be the only one. If the striker is the only one up there running to pressure the ball, obviously he still has a lot of options, right? So this guy's probably going to jump behind, this guy's going to come. So he still has too many options here if these guys are all dropping back. So if in transition this guy made a run and the ball got lost here, if you're not hustling your butt back to get back, if this guy is not defending this next thing, staying close enough to keep the ball inside, we want them to receive it and keep the ball inside. We want to stay compact on defense and force the field to be smaller on defense while we expand the field to be larger on offense, right? So we spread the field on offense, we try to force it to be smaller on defense, force the ball into the middle where we have lots of help. If we are not all getting to take away their next pass and sprinting to the ball, then we're not recovering it back fast enough, then we're going to get beat in transition, right? If you're just all suddenly starting to drop and you're giving them all this space, you're going to give them all of this room to run here, and they're going to be able to mount a really good transition attack on us. Next thing you know, they're in the middle third of the field and coming at us hard with our guys running the wrong direction. Okay, so that's really important. So it's not just the striker who's up there playing high pressure. We need everybody to play. We need to have, outside mids coming. If there's more, if the next layer is here, if the next layer is here, and there's, they've got some midfielders in here and a striker here, you know, we've got to be able to get our goal side of this guy to be able to, if he's going to get the ball, then we're there high pressure right away. We're not diving in so that we lose it there. We're being smart. We're sprinting to the ball, sprinting to the player and breaking down, right? And then we've got to take away this, you know, the outside backs have to take away the next options as well, and everybody is ensuring that we get the ball back quickly, turn it back over as quick as possible. Okay, so that's a kind of key point for us tonight, and that is why the tempo runs and things are so extremely important. You need to be able to, can you sprint for 20 seconds and be able to stay in the game? Can you sprint for 30 seconds and be able to stay in the game? You might have to do that. So those sorts of tempo runs are really important to get our conditioning up and be able to play high pressure. If we're not well conditioned, if they transition, they beat our first line of defense here, and they're coming back on us, and this guy is still up here, this guy is still up here, and they're just jogging back, and they're not able to sprint back. They have too many numbers, and they overpower us there. So, okay, so really important, but great job tonight. Continue to work on that conditioning, and we'll work all these kinks out over the course of the summer. Okay.